to you and to everyone that's here. Anyways, I'm going to rest. I work so freaking much. I love your streams, Señora Medianoche. Thank you, Thomas. I love for you to be here. And yeah, go rest, because I know, not by direct experience, but by my friends too, that it's tiring. Let me say hi on the other chat. Hello, everyone. I'm Mrs. Midnight. Welcome to another streaming of this channel, but technically the first one in the year. And we are, as you can see, in a magical duel. So let's go ahead and do the Nebulous spell. I like that one because it lowers HP for one, but also it can stun your opponent. Oh Jesus, why isn't the touch working? Really, this time I did do it well. I'm just gonna skip it. Sorry if it was short time, don't worry, Tom. No, I mean, you go rest whenever you need, no problem. But I do hope that you had fun for as long as you were here. If anybody wants to watch the game as well, the streamings are going on simultaneously in the same channel. But there's one for Hogwarts Mystery and there's this one that's just for the gossip. Okay, let's do Bombarda. That could lower his HP. I'm gonna go to my channel real quick. Make sure that, yeah, the two are going on. And there's this one that's just for the gossip. See, now he's already born. What else could I do? Oh, it's already stunned, so there's no point of doing a status one. If you haven't already checked my magical dueling guide, because precisely there I explain whether it's worthy to do an offensive spell or better a status one, because that can really be the difference sometimes between winning or losing matches. Nice to meet you too, Tolasa. Thank you for being here. One last Bombarda and that should take him. And then I think we're gonna get out of the dueling club, so we check on our mission. Oh, damn it wasn't enough. You see the minimal amount of HP that he had left. Fortunately we won. 40 versus defensive, yay. Because otherwise it would have been a problem. I mean, my HP was low enough that depending on the attack, he could have potentially won. We'll come back here later, but for 1-5, my fairy has returned from her quest, from the creatures, and oh, well, this thing anyways took me to the other quest. Sorry, I scrolled down, and a grandma playing Minecraft appeared, streaming and stayed for a while. Oh, no problem, Glory, welcome back. Y mi singile. What's that, Tolasa? So, the Sphinx gave us a riddle, and basically we answer it correctly. She returns the piece of the telescope that's in her tail or on her tail. But if we answer incorrectly, she devours us feistily. And the riddle is about something that helps clear the mind and the vision, not those words verbatim, but basically something that clears both your vision, like your sight, and your mind, your thoughts. So anything rings a bell with that? Hello, Bruno Mirantes. Hi, how are you, Bruno? Welcome to the streaming. See if now there's no ads to get energy. So let's get out of there. Glory, first on the other streaming. Thank you, Glory. Thank you for coming to this one too. How have you been, by the way? And also, please tell me, guys, I probably will upload a survey, but with the Spanish community, I already know that the streamings on Friday nights are working better than Saturdays were. For you, the English community, what do you think? Are Saturdays afternoons around this hour between 4 and 4:30 working all right? Or would you prefer a different time of the week, and if so, what time that's not Friday nights? We need venomous creatures for questionable but technically legal purposes in Virgin and Burgs. Mossack, you know what to do, baby! My acromantula. Hearts back to everyone. Thank you for being back. I think if I do it like that, it's like the heart beating. So, oh, you know what? Let's go feed my Maggle Malaclaw, since we are already in the magical creature reserve. And tell me, guys, how's everybody's weekend going? How's your year starting? I mean, I know it's not the first anymore, but still close to the start. Good night, Olasa. Thank you for being here. Have a good night and a good rest. That's adorable. You see how that creature offers his food to you? It's like, no, you eat it. I cannot eat that. That's not for humans, but ow! Little more and we get it to level 9. Bye, Tolasa. You know what else? Let's go check on our plantsies, because they are withering. See, Glory. When I see you play, I suddenly get craving to download the game to it. But then I remember that this game is the one that has you pending all day, and because of the energy, and I don't like that. It can, Glory, but look at me. It's not like I have all day to be with my head stuck on the iPad. I usually check it once, if anything twice in the whole day. You can decide how much time to dedicate it. You should download it again. Join the dark side. Mifu, Cruella Demon. Yes, that's me. Welcome, Mifu. You get me. I like you. I love you too, Tolasa. Thank you for being here. Let's go check on the plantsies, because everybody is wanting to wither. No. We can't have that. I thought I was like Timmy Turner's mother with plants, like everything I touch perishes. But Mr. Midnight showed me I actually do have a green thumb. I only needed to learn. And since he's very, very good with taking care of plants, he taught me, and I think he's taught me well. Me full loves, good. Blueberry Girl, hello, Blueberry Girl. Welcome to the channel. I think it's your first time, so cheers to you. What are we talking about? I am playing Hogwarts Mystery on the other streaming parallel to this one in the same channel if you want to watch. And at the moment I'm watering my plantsies in the greenhouse because poor girls are withering. Spill the tea? No! It's my pumpkin latte. Kiss me, baby. I can't. Mr. Midnight that's behind in the other room would get mad if I did. Don't know, Mefu says. Wonderful, yay! You married me, baby. No, I married Mr. Midnight. Wanna go out? Only with Mr. Midnight, sorry. I will have to bring him here. Ooh. But harvest. Hi, Nekati. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the channel and cheers to you. Because I think you are new to the chat. By the way, guys, if you are having fun here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel because we are here every week. Saturdays, so far, unless you tell me another day would suit you better. Let me read the other chat. What I like the most are critters. Me too, critters are the best. I have been very well, honestly. I cannot see the streamings almost because Saturdays I have to train in the afternoons. Running, right, Glory? How's that going? And I miss the streamings because of that. I get it. What day would be better for you, Glory, in English? Because in Spanish we are back to Fridays, but in English? And not just Glory, everybody else in the chat as well. Let's see. Dislike! Why, Mifu? What are you disliking so much? Tell me. Darling, kiss me. I can't. I only do that with Mr. Midnight. Alexis, hi. Welcome to the streaming. Thank you for the heart. And what do you guys think of the greenhouse in Hogwarts Mystery? That's the part that I'm at this moment. I personally feel it would help if, as the same that you can massively feed or befriend the creatures, you could also massively water or fertilize the plants, because if you had 2 or 3, no problem, one by one and fast, but with the amount I have, that I think they are more than 10, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a couple pine trees, I do have 10 plants. Just tedious to have to do it one by one. Me very, very sad. Why, Alexis? Why are you so sad? Is there anything I can do to help? I mean, not very likely because of how far away I am from everyone, but if I can do anything to help, just let me know, okay? Do stream whenever you can. I wouldn't feel good restricting or conditioning your time according to my availability. No, I get it, Gloria, and I appreciate it, but I said the same to the Spanish community. It's also important for the schedule to be comfortable and feasible for me, otherwise it's not sustainable. But if it only works for me and it doesn't work for the community, that's the one that watches, it almost doesn't make sense to do it, you know? That's why I try to reach a middle ground. For you. Why are you sad for me, Alexis? Why? I mean, you say you're sad for me and you give me a heart. That's confusing. Ravana Nirabani. Ravana, that's a beautiful name. Welcome to the channel. You appoint me your servant, baby. No. No, nobody here is my servant, by no means. You're my community, you're my midnighters, and I love you, but no. No, I would not feel okay with calling anybody my servant. I think even somebody that works for me, well, my employee or what have you, not my servant. Ah, she knows. My hair flies to my face, and I need 3 units of food. Let's see if the videos give us 2, and then we need to gather 1 more. Baby, why? Why I wouldn't feel good with calling you my servant? Well, not only you, neither my midnighters, nor my friends, nor my family, because, I mean, one thing is to feel supported by the people around me. That's something I am very grateful for, whether it's the community or people in my personal life. But that doesn't mean they are my servants, you know? That makes me feel that I'm putting myself in a very high position that is just uncalled for. And that's why. Alexis Perez, yes, beautiful love. But then why does it make you sad? I really love you, baby, and I love my community. That's why I don't feel okay treating you guys like servants. I guess that the person that's sad is because they can't marry you because you're married already, right? That might be, Glory. I think that's where it's going. That might be, but no, sorry. When it comes to Mr. Midnight, he's the love of my life, and I'm more faithful than a dog to him. And damn proud of it. But what I'm not damn proud of is that I am missing 1 unit of food. That part blows. See here. My dream foreigner married. Well, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm certainly not. Let's see. Merula, I'm telling her, we've talked enough. It's time for us to choose an answer for the riddle. What do you think is the answer, Valka? I will repeat the riddle for you. To clear the mind or the vision, I am what sharpens the reason. Sleeping, focusing, or sharpening stone. Focusing, I would say. It can only be one thing. Focusing. Whether it's your vision or your mental state, focusing sharpens reason. That could be the answer, Valka. You didn't ruin it. I'm surprised. She's a toxic girlfriend. Answer is focus. The 3 have answered. Say correctly, say correctly, say correctly, don't eat us. Good, yes, she's not gonna eat us, the Sphinx. Flames students, you have accomplished the quest. Claim your prize without any stress. Hey, I did make it rhyme! Because that's how the Sphinx talks in rhyme. Quickly, let's take the telescope piece and leave before we have to answer another riddle. We will take the piece to Professor Sinistra. After that, it will be time for the Sphinx Club to reunite. We have to finish the preparations for the meteor watch of the Sphinx Club, but there's something else. There's a traitor among us. Uh-oh. Yay, 3 gems. I need more. Part 4. With the telescope of Hogwarts repaired, you are almost ready for the meteor watch from the Sphinx Club. But new threats are in the shadows. Can you discover the sabotagers that are around and ensure the success of the observation? Hopefully. Let's read the chat. By the way, Howard and Polly and Mike, good, they are in the chat here and there. I think both of them were yesterday in the Spanish one, if I remember right. There's time I haven't seen them around here. I hope they are fine, yes, and they ask about you a lot, especially Mike. Anything, please say hi to them whenever you see them in the chat. I will, and I think I did see them yesterday. Let me check the other chat, sorry. It's true, princess. Thank you, Alexis, and thank you, Ravana. You're very sweet. I love you guys too. You guys are very sweet. I appreciate it. Let's... Just one favor though, let's keep it respectful. Not that you aren't, but let's keep it respectful because in the Spanish channel I have had to ban a couple people because of saying things that is like, guys, no, come on, that's not cool. Just saying. Study with a friend in the library. Let's go ahead and do that to get pieces because they are finally offering timed caramels and that's a very rare prize. Hurry up, Gladys. The Sphinx Club is waiting for you. Well, they'll have to wait more because I'm gonna study with a friend. Unfortunately, it just takes a second to start and that's it. But hurry up, they are waiting. Well, they're gonna have to wait more. But no, not golden ones. I want to study with Andre, but with these books, the brown ones. Hell. All right. You marry me, baby. I am already married. I accept all your conditions. I am already married. I can't. I mean, it's not a problem of conditions. Let's go into the quest. That's horrible. So many people in the channel that say things that they shouldn't totally. I mean, fortunately, it's not the case at this moment. But in the Spanish ones, they've said things that, I mean, even Mr. Midnight, that's my husband, doesn't tell me. You know, to that level. Hi again, Gladys. Hi, Ben. I have good news. We recovered the missing piece of the telescope. Chiara gave it to Professor Sinistra. The telescope should function in time to the meteor watch from the Sphinx Club. That's good. We need all the good news possible while we finish the final preparations. Everyone in the Sphinx Club had been nervous ever since they learned about the sabotage to the telescope. Unfortunately, we still don't know who was behind that. Maybe the sabotager will act again. According to what Mrs. Sphinx in the library said, maybe it was a member from the Sphinx Club. The student that asked to see the diagram of the telescope said that she was acting in the name of the Sphinx Club. I wouldn't want to think that the rumors that we have a sabotager among us are true. And we still have so much to do to finish the preparations of the meteor watch of the club. I think maybe it would help us to cheer up. I couldn't agree more, Gladys. If you help us remember why the Sphinx Club is worthy, it could mark the difference. And why me, a lazy ass, you do it? It's also the question of the sabotager. If there's really a traitor in the Sphinx Club, it could be anyone. Let me handle that. I will talk to all the groups and see if anything's wrong. We can't give up now. The meteor watch is about to begin. Prepare the final details. I mean the streaming of yesterday. Yeah, I remember that someone put something that you would do very well in a triple X page, and when I was gonna fight him, Barra banned him. That's good. Thank you, Barra, if you're watching, for the help yesterday. Barra was a hero yesterday. I did watch a couple of banned messages, and look, I'm not gonna deny it. If I decided to do porn, yes, sure, I would do good. Not to be a shown-off or anything, but because of how the industry works. Thing is that that's not what I want. So yeah, those messages are just uncalled for. The person is not actively looking for that type of job, don't go out there offering it, even if you don't even have the possibility, because I'm sure the person was not even a porn producer or anything. What the hell is he doing saying shit like that? So accept me, your community accept. I'm sorry, but I can't accept to marry anybody that's not Mr. Midnight, because first of all, I don't want to marry him any other than him. And second of all, even if I wanted, I couldn't. So, thank you, but no. And hey, what do you know? I don't know what the hell I clicked in Streamlabs OBS, but whatever it was, it took things back to normal and I don't longer have a double screen, so cheers to fortunate accidents. But I hate that there are people like that without any kind of empathy and that write those things behind a profile, right, Gloria? I hate that too, you know? The reason why, whether it's Baranton, Alexator, Ander, or any of my new moderators, or myself, the reason why I ban people that write things like that is because whether it's towards me or towards one of my midnighters, those are lacks of respect. When the person has not given you an explicit consent, it's just a lack of respect and it's uncalled for. And it also worries me that if I allow things like that a lot, they are gonna start happening with my midnighters too, and many of you guys are underage, you know, so not that it would be better because you were adults, but it worries me more because of that. Well, bye-bye, Ravana, but I am Mr. Midnight's wife. You have a good afternoon, and thank you for being on the stream. See what we can get in the Hippogriff Club. And then the rest of the energy recharging points. You know what? Let's go here. Before I forget it, look, oh no, I need 300 more. I thought it was with 800. Never mind. Well, no worries. Ravana, I'm going to have to ask you to stop, please, because it was funny for a second or two. But if you keep calling me baby, I'm going to have to ban you, which I would not like to do. You know, but in all seriousness, I do have a husband, and I don't appreciate other people than him calling me baby. Or my wife, for the matter. And personally, anything that they tell you, I take it like they tell my mom, Glory. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Thank you. And sincerely, you don't deserve it. The way I see it, you are a nice Mrs. Midnight and entertains us and listens to us. Thank you, Glory. I appreciate that because that's precisely what I try to do with this community, you know, for it to be a safe space for everyone, starting by me, but also for the midnighters that dedicate their time to see me. And that's very sweet. You say that you see it as they were telling it to your mother. I appreciate it and I get it because if it was the other way around, for me, with you, it would be like they were telling shit like that to my daughter. Or to my son if it was one of the boys or the guys, so I get it. Well, Ravana, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ban you. And I would advise you to think twice before doing that to YouTubers, you know, because if you're not enjoying the streaming itself, maybe you should scroll down. All right. Unfortunately, sorry about that, guys. I had to ban one person on the chat. I want to throw it out there that I usually don't. If I get to the point of banning someone, it's because of disrespect towards me or towards my community or both. And I usually warn at least once before going as drastic. This person was warned more than once. What he said in this case was not as terrible as other things I've had in the Spanish channel. But then again, harassment is harassment, even if it doesn't look as ugly. And you know one thing that gets me? Not that it would make it okay if I was wearing a cleavage or a mini skirt or anything, but my outfit today, since it's super cold, my outfit is far from provocative. You know, I'm covered up to the neck. I'm not even wearing tight clothes. I mean, I like my outfit, don't get me wrong, but it's not like I don't know, like my appearance is giving any signals that my intentions to be in front of the screen is getting that type of attention. But I hear Mr. Midnight saying goodbye to a customer and saying enjoy, which means that someone bought a record, and that makes me happy. But let's go to the bedroom in Hogwarts Mystery, because we need more energy. We're gonna have to wake up the furry babies. Trophies are not available yet. Oh, get out of there. I want the dog and the cat, but they cost 500 gems each. And before that, I'm saving up for another couple plants. I want this explosive mushroom. And there's another plant that I want as well. I think it's Mimbus Melitonia. Yes, Mimbus Mimbletonia, that's 300 gems. And explosive mushroom, that's 250. Oh, and the mandrake. I want a mandrake too. So yeah, there are 3 plants that I would prioritize buying before those pets. And it sucks because I do want them. And out of curiosity, is anybody else watching at the moment the vertical streaming? Or after banning that guy, I killed the chat there. I mean, if it's the case, it is what it is, but damn. I mean, that's why I mentioned to him that before doing that in somebody's streaming, think of it for a moment, because you're really killing the time, like the streaming, not only for the YouTuber, but also for anybody that was having fun in the chat without those things. Vivi, can you say hi? Let me read, get this closer, because Bilha? Hi, Bilha, of course. Hi, Bilha, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. How are you doing today? I don't think it's because of your clothes. Those people just see women as trophies, and instead of being a nice compliment, it becomes something annoying. Yeah, you know, the first time it's like, okay, how sweet, that's cute, but after several times of somebody that I do not even know calling me baby, it's like, no, wait a minute, I am not your baby. You know, please knock it off. Thank you, you're welcome, Vivi. How are you doing? And welcome to the channel, by the way. Cheers to you, I almost forgot. And thank you, Glory, for coming back. Great, it's great to hear that, Vivi. What are the plans for the weekend? Glory, Vivi, anybody else in the chat? Don't forget, by the way, that if you're enjoying yourselves, leaving a like really helps me a lot. Ooh, new ink pot. You're drinking coffee? Yes, it's like a pumpkin flavor, pumpkin spice. That they told me in the coffee shop that usually at this time of the year they are out of it, but I was lucky to get one more because I am crazy about pumpkin spice. Horse riding, baby, that sounds beautiful. It's been years since I've done it, but horses are the prettiest. Well, not the prettiest. I love cows a little more, but horses are gorgeous animals. That sounds so fun. And now, thanks to you, I'm craving for watermelons because of your emojis. I love watermelons. You know, the round ones that do not have seeds? I can finish an entire one by myself in one sitting. Not in an entire day, in one sitting, in about an hour. See now. I guess there's a message from Mosaic, from our creature from the quest. I have to go to bed. Okay, Bibi, you have a good night and sweet dreams. And don't worry, I'm here every week. Saturdays between 4 and 4:30, depending how things go here in the store with Mr. Midnight. Or in Spanish, from 10:30 to 10:45. I have never drank that type of coffee. Even in my house, we have always been very purist about drinking coffee without sugar or milk. Really? You like it black? I mean, not bad. I have drank it like that too. But Mr. Midnight says I like free drinks. Like sweet drinks. And yes, he's right. Bye, Bibi. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. How do they add the pumpkin flavor? In the milk or something with spices? You know, like the cinnamon they put on your cappuccino, but they are spices that are pumpkin scented. 90, Bibi. Thank you for coming. See, ooh, magical achievements. Please tell me we unlocked energy. No. Damn. Ooh, but we have enough for chocolate frogs. Oh. Good. 100 more and we can. Nice! A chocolate frog. Let me see which events give tokens. Damn it, nothing gives tokens this time. That blows. That really blows because this thing only has 1 day left. Stay tuned. How do I get it? Stay tuned. I'll thank you for nothing. Let's go to the dueling club to see if we can unlock a spell. That's the last prize. And ever since they switched it to tickets, instead of having to wait the hours for it to recharge and then paying coins, it's much more feasible to win the dueling events. Damn it, this girl has every attribute higher than me, especially empathy. She's 3 levels higher than me. So I cannot do anything in that turn, I'm stunned. Oh, I don't criticize the ones that add sugar or milk to coffee. It would be like an Italian seeing me asking for pizza in Domino's with the extras that you like. What extras do you like in pizza, Glory? I'm a fan of anchovies. Mr. Midnight today got me an anchovies pizza, and we were eating together before the streaming, and I was like, let's see, which slice has more anchovies? I made him laugh. And you know, that's something that makes me really happy. To make Mr. Midnight laugh, it's one of the best accomplishments of the day. So one tip, guys, for whenever you are dueling with someone that has much higher attributes than you or higher attributes than you, use stat spells, because brute force is not going to be enough. They are going to always win with that. Let's see if Bombarda burns her. That would help. Oh, stunned her, but she was stunned already. The thing with Bombarda or with Incendio, sometimes they stun you, sometimes they burn you. Oh, god damn it, do something else than furtive. Ah. Let's see now. Let's drink a Wigangle potion. Because that way we get some HP back this time around, but also we keep healing for this turn and another one. And we make her mad. Let's try Incendio. Oh, damn it. Incendio and see if this time around it burns her. Yes, we burn her. Whoosh. See what we can do. Let's hope that the pulso does it. Will it? Damn it. Oh, damn it. Okay, she just stunned me. We'll be fine. And that's how you defeat someone that's 3 levels higher than you. Anchovies and jalapenos and olives, I didn't like them before at all, but now I can't not have them on a pizza. Glory! Cheers to you, you know about life. Sometimes I also add pineapple. Pineapple! Mr. Midnight and I were talking about the other day that it's not our cup of tea, but fruit on pizza sometimes is delicious. I once tried prosciutto with grapes. Oof. The most delicious pizza I've had. Or also brie cheese with pear. Ooh, super yummy. And yeah, no, olives, anchovies, and jalapenos. Oof, imagine the 3 of them together. Oh my god, I want a pizza like that. Thanks to Gloria, I'm craving bad. But this guy, okay, this is worse. He has 2 attributes, bravery and knowledge, 3 levels higher than me. And the other one, 2 levels higher than me. See if we can stun him with Incarceros. Please not lower only his HP. Please stun him. Good. We did. Imagine a pizza, half pepperoni or pepperoni pizza with those extras. Oof. Half pineapple and jalapenos, half anchovies and olives. Glory, we need to make that pizza one day. That sounds beyond delicious. I want. Let's see. Come on, the pulso. Sometimes the person that attends sees me like the one that always asks for something like that, super specific. Yeah, I'm sure they already know you as the customer with an eccentric taste, but that's great, you know. I personally, if I am going to remember or to be remembered by anything in an establishment, I'd rather be remembered because she's very funny, because she's very weird, because she's very eccentric, because she's very whatever, than because she has no personality, you know? I'd much rather look extravagant than blend in to that point. I mean, okay, we do aggressive. Wow, we are doing exactly the same every single time. What the hell? We're reading each other's mind every single time. What the hell was up with that? Let's try to doing cursors on him again. But anyone that was seeing the Hogwarts Mystery gameplay, it was crazy. Twice aggressive, once defensive, once aggressive, once furtive, once aggressive. Was like, dude, stop reading my mind. I'm gonna need to hit him once more, but whatever we do next, he is stunned. Oh, well, no, he isn't anymore, but he won't kill us in one strike at least. Throw the vial. And goodbye! Alright. But unfortunately we need one more ticket. How long do we have to wait? 6 hours, dang it. It's absurd. Well, Mrs., I have to leave. I'm on vacation because of the ending and start of the year. I have to go training on my own. And later it's just too late. No, don't worry, Glory. Have a great training and thank you for coming. Have a great rest of your weekend. Let's move to the Sphinx Club. And whether you are in the chat of Hogwarts Mystery or just chatting, be sure to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying yourselves. Let's get a couple of chocolate frogs. Alright, got the golden notebooks. But let's get another pack because we didn't really get energy. I hope you had a great ending and start of the year. I did, Lori, thank you. I hope you did too. I also hope this year everything improves. The store, the channels, your resolutions or goals. Thank you, Glory. Same to you. Lots of blessings for 2026. Big hug. And you always make my day more joyful. Thank you, Glory. It also makes my day more joyful to see you here on the streams. Thank you so much and have a great run, a great training. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Alright, we need an other pack. Chocolate frogs. But unfortunately, we did not unlock the energy. Do we have enough pages to buy them like that? Yes. Yes, we do. Yes! We unlocked the 30 energies. Even better. So let's see what our crew has to say in the Sphinx Club. All the groups finished the preparations for the meteor watch of the Sphinx Club. The matter about the telescope was concerning, but thanks to all of you, we are ready to enjoy a brilliant night under the stars. All that's missing is waiting for the meteor rain, not so long before it. In moments like this one, it's important to remember why we are here, to represent the Sphinx Club. Gladys, what do you think is the greatest strength of the Sphinx Club? Wisdom, ingenuity, or precision? I would be between wisdom or ingenuity. Precision is just a consequence of the other two. Wisdom, I think ingenuity is something that comes with wisdom, not that's less important, but comes with it, so wisdom. The greatest strength of the Sphinx Club is their wisdom. Clicked out of the game accidentally. Whether it's the movement of the stars or the historical events, the Sphinx Club values knowledge. It's very true. Maybe one day, maybe we are still students, but we are wiser than our average age, than the average of our age. Exactly. Thank you, Gladys. It's exactly what we needed to hear. Well, about the possibility of one of us being the sabotager, Kiara said that someone in the astronomy group disappeared. And someone in the charms group seemed nervous for something. Was about to mention that. That student left precisely before we spoke to everyone. Said something about having to find a friend in the 3rd floor. Did you find him suspicious? More nervous or frightened? It's been long since I haven't been afraid, but I know the feeling well. You are afraid, just fake not to be. If I remember right, that same student was specially enthused for learning the delusion spell. I will go search him. Thank you, Ben. You at Sphinx Club should start preparing everything for the meteor watch. We'll go to the astronomy tower. Good luck, Gladys. You too, Ben. Send everyone my greetings. I must go to the 3rd floor and find that student. Maybe he is the sabotager. Maybe so. If he knows. 3rd floor is open. Go now before I change my mind. Right, because we usually couldn't. So we are on the 2nd task of the 4th part. My back's hurting a little. I need a gamer chair here because I'm on the wooden stool. Ben said that the student was looking for a friend here, but I don't see anyone. What was that? Is there someone there? Is there someone hidden there? Ben said something about the student being proud to having learned the delusion enchantment. I know a spell that reveals hidden things. Yeah, your delusional spell will not do shit. Rebellion. Hello. Don't hurt me, I can explain. You're a member of the Sphinx Club, from the Charm Group. Wait, I know you. You and your friends once tried to blame Slytherin for a mess in the dungeons. I'm really sorry about that, but this is different. Did you look for the diagram of the telescope in Hogwarts? Are you responsible of the sabotage? I am no sabotager, I'm a student of Hogwarts of Ravenclaw, and a dedicated member to the Sphinx Club. The situation is not what it seems. You must believe me. What will you do? Given your antecedents, admit it, you are the sabotager. You wouldn't have been hiding if you didn't have something to hide. I admit to be nervous, but not because of what you think. Then start talking. I will decide once I understand what's going on. Yep. For once my MC is speaking very accurately like I would. Because yeah, someone that's already been with a history of doing things that are wrong wouldn't have a lot of credibility with me. Ben is a great astronomy lover. My hopeful friend took the piece, but just to protect it. I was full to take 2 jars of Cornwall's pixies to Hogwarts. You know, that's the part I struggle to believe. Who would be stupid enough to actually go for it if anyone, told them it was a good idea to take those creatures to the school, knowing that they are dangerous? I mean, were you really deceived? Or you just chose to believe them? Random Year, hi, how are you? Welcome to the channel and cheers to you for being here. The moment we are visiting our creatures to see if we can get enough coins to like 3,250 that we need to buy chocolate frogs, because otherwise most likely I would have to say goodbye to the streaming at this point for lack of energy in the game. That's what I hate about these mobile games that are very good, but the energy part of having to wait for it to feel is just horrible. But maybe at least we can get enough coins for one round of chocolate frogs. Maybe being the keyword, because as you can see, they are barely giving us anything. What is your message for the world? My message for the world, random year, that's a little complicated because it would depend on the topic. But I mean, I don't know. Something very general that I learned last year is that whatever your dreams are, pretty much if you can dream it, there's a very high possibility that you can actually do it, achieve it, but it never comes true just by wishing for it to do so. It always comes with work, but not only work per se, but also discipline, that you work no matter if you feel like it or not, and it pays off in the long run. And the more you work to better yourself, the better I would think the world globally becomes, because more people that are focused on bettering themselves, the less people that are focused on damaging others. So, I mean, without having been prepared for it, I guess that could be a message I would have for the world. Random year. Ooh, energy. The other one thing that we can get by feeding the creatures, if not coins, is energy. That's even better because that's directly what we need. And sadly in this game, thank you Bogpig, that's a better amount of coins. Sadly in this game, energy is more scarce than everything. And how's your weekend going, random year? Have you been having a nice Saturday so far? Good. Yeah, good to know, random year. I'm sorry. That's very nice to hear that you are having a good weekend so far. And I hope it remains like that. Any plans that you have for the rest of your Saturday? Usually when they are only 25 coins, I prefer to grab something else from the prices, because 25 coins don't do anything. Probably like going out, all right. Where do you like to go out usually, random year? I love going on walks. There's a biking trail here that's very close to my house, and Mr. Midnight and I like to go on walkings there when the weather is better. Because right now with the blistering cold of winter, it's like not going on a walk, you're crazy. I like going on my bike. Nice. That's very cool, random year. That's a very nice exercise, but also a great way to be in touch with nature. But I think in my case, it's been so long since I rode a bike that I think I have actually forgotten. I know they say you never forget it, but in my case, it's not like, no, I really don't remember. I need to learn all over again. And then I joke with Mr. Midnight, like, you teach me, but I'm gonna be like a kid with her father. Like, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go. Speak Spanish. Alexis, que quieres que hable español, pero lo que pasa es que estamos en el streaming de inglés. Alexis told me to speak in Spanish. Hi, by the way, Alexis. But no, what I can do is that whomever wants to talk to me in Spanish, talk to me in Spanish, and I'll reply to you in Spanish. But since this is the English channel, I'd rather not permanently change the language. What other languages do you know fluently? Only Spanish, that's my native language, and English, that's my second language. But other than that, I know a few words and sentences, in German and in Italian, but I would say they are very few to say that I speak them. You know? I'm fluent, just Spanish and English. Fortunately, because otherwise, instead of 2 channels, I would have 3 or whatever amount of languages I knew. Sometimes I joke with my friends from Switzerland and Germany that when I learned to speak German, from Mitternacht spiels Hogwarts mystery. Well, no, not mystery. How do you say mystery in German? Does anyone know? By any chance? See what kind of dragon is this one? Norwegian? Have to check in his details. Vipertude, Norwegian Vipertude, I think it is. Yes, no, Ridgeback, Norwegian Ridgeback. Problem of having so many animals or so many creatures. I forget the specific breeds of dragons. I'll search it up. Thank you, Random Jer. See if the creatures of the mountains have better news for us. Comes to prices. Oh, poor Ice Lizard or Ice Salamander. That since her tongue gets stuck to the food, it hits her head. Gameness. Gameness is mystery. Thank you, Random. So from Mitternacht spiels Hogwarts Gameness. Thank you so much for helping me research. Because I usually, whatever I want to research during a streaming, I grab my phone and do so, but since the phone is the one I'm using for the vertical streaming, if I do that, I kill the streaming. So I can't rely on the phone for that anymore while I do the double streams, but I think they are actually working well for the channel. Hi, Barra! Welcome to the streaming, and Barra, I need to drink to your honor. Thank you for yesterday. I know it was tiring to have to ban so many people, and Glory told me some of the shit they said. Thank you for banning it before I had to see it. That's very sweet, and they were stupidities that I know are not true, but I really appreciate the way you, Glory, and everybody in the community takes care of me in that aspect. Thank you, Barra. For the ones that do not know Barranton, that's in the chat of Hogwarts Mysteries streaming. He is one of my moderators in the Midnighters of the Spanish community, and also I would say one of the heroes of the channel. Have you ever done a blog? Well, I would say that YouTube counts as one, you know, because granted here the specialties video games, and in the secondary channels other topics like color psychology and personal image, but I also have podcasts where I talk about several different topics, some personal, some of the world and what have you. So to some extent I have 4 blogs on YouTube. Do you have a blog, Random Year? I love the way this dragon eats. I'm gonna check the species because I totally forgot, but I think he's rather cute. Short snout, Sweden short snout, or short snout. That was what I was reading that Glory said, but don't worry. If anything, an apology if I didn't blog anyone in the first message. No, I apologize, Barra. you cannot stay on top of it every single second. It's going to happen that one or two filter. What is important is for people to start seeing like, hey, if you write that shit in the chat, there's a consequence. You cannot be getting away with it permanently. And that's what I appreciate you for doing. In the end, it's also my responsibility. If you are not connected and what have you, I have to take over on that task. And if anything, I know that when you throw yourself out there on the internet, it's impossible for you not to run eventually into a hater, into someone that insults you, someone that disrespects you. But it's wonderful to have a community much fuller of supportive, kind, and respectful people, like my Midnighters, than the people that we had to ban, in the chat. Think in a world where it's inevitable to run into those shits, it's great that my community is so much more full of the great side of the internet. It doesn't affect me what they say, but I do try for you to not read it and hurt you. Thank you, Bara. Thank you, I appreciate it. I mean, in a way, I have had to learn to slide it a little more than it used to affect me before, but it's not like I'm made of stone and it doesn't do anything to me. In the end, people are always going to be entitled to their opinion, whether they should or not. And just because someone thinks that I would do good in a different type of industry doesn't necessarily make it the case. Because, sorry, I have the hiccups, but I was telling the girls on an early time of the streaming, yeah, if I wanted to make it on a different type of industry like people were suggesting yesterday, surely I could do okay. But that doesn't go that well, as they would think, if you do it just because people said you should and you go ahead and do it when you didn't want to. Because it shows when you're uncomfortable. And, well, in the end, that's on them if that's their opinion. But I do appreciate your support. I'm gonna have to go. I subscribe to you. Thank you, Random Year. Welcome to the community. We're all crazy here. I may not see you tomorrow. I'm gonna play something, so I have to go. Don't worry, Random Year. Tomorrow I don't have streaming. We stream on Saturdays in English and on Fridays in Spanish in Señora Medianoche. That's my channel in Spanish. At the moment, we do not stream every day. We have video once a week or short once a week and streaming another time a week. I understand that those messages don't really affect you, but one day that you are more sensitive, a couple messages like that can affect. No, totally. And since I am a sensitive person, as I said, I have learned to slide them much better than I used to before, but it's not that they never affect me. I do appreciate the help because sometimes it's better for one not to read them if at all possible. Thank you, Bara. Have to go now. Bye. Okay, Random Year, thank you for being here. See if the animals here are enough or give enough coins for us to buy more chocolate frogs. But yeah, Bara is right. I think, fortunately, I have a beautiful community with great moderators that stay on top of those things, but the people that write those type of vulgar and uncalled for comments in somebody's streaming that's not even doing anything to look for that type of attention, do not stop to think of what Bara just said. That if the YouTuber that day, something happened to them and they are more sensitive, you can affect them much more than you would think for a minute of a haha moment for you. The way I see it, the earning or the benefit that you get does not really justify it. Potentially not ruining somebody's day maybe, but at least making it less joyful when they really didn't do anything to you to deserve it. But well, that's just me. And I remember when I think I didn't even have a YouTube channel back then, but that I saw reacting to haters' comment, I believe from It's Black Friday. that she, as she was reading the hateful comments, said something that's like, can sound very obvious, but many people do not stop to think of it. Hey, consider for a moment what you are doing with your time. You know, how you're investing it. Because it's not only the YouTuber's time that you're wasting, it's yours as well. Yay, 1,000 coins! Very, very nice. Actually, I don't know if you still have unlocked the possibility in this channel for the views or followers, but if you want, I can help you moderate here too. Let me check, Bara, because it might just be possible. But don't quote me on it, because I'm not sure. I was trying to grab the coins, but from the screen of OBS, and I was like, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? It was never going to. Oh, I think I interacted accidentally. Coins, but from the screen of OBS, and I was like, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? 1,000 coins, that's not something freaking, no, that's not frequent at all. That's why when it happens, it's important to make the most of it. So I actually can add you like a moderator. So are you okay with me doing so, Bara? Because it would help me in all honesty. And it does allow me. When it happens, it's important to make the most of it. They always give me 25 coins. They love giving 25 coins. I hate that price, but they love giving it. I'm gonna go to the open sea because I don't want to leave only those creatures without food after feeding all the others. But if you say you can help moderate here, Bara, let me go ahead and add you as a moderator, administrative moderator. Thank you, Bara. You are officially a moderator. Try to send a message so we see if anything changed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because we did have a little incident of someone that I had to ban. Glory was still around. That first he seemed sweet, like, marry me, you're beautiful, I love you, but after several messages of baby, 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 my wife, baby, baby, was like, hey, stop, seriously. You're officially making me uncomfortable, and since they didn't stop, I had to ban. That first he seemed sweet, like, marry me, you're beautiful. So 200 more coins and we are able to buy our chocolate frogs. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to cut it short a few minutes sooner than I thought. I mean, in all fairness, I need to be going because it's edging upon 6. I think 1 minute and it's 6. But, oh yay! Another 1,000! Attaboy! Swooping evil, there we go. But we're still gonna feed the other 2 creatures. Hi, Brielle Molina. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the streaming. Cheers to you, because I think you are new to the community. How are you? Fortunately, we are close to the ending because I'm running out of soda as well, and my coffee is up. And we don't have water here. We'll have to get some water bottles when we get out of the store. Fortunately, we are close to the ending because I'm running out of soda as well, and my coffee is up. I love how he grabs the entire barrel and he breaks it. We'll have to get some water bottles when we get out of the store. Yes, you're a moderator already, Bara. Thank you so much for joining as a moderator here too. So, let's find the culprit here. I love how he grabs the entire barrel and he breaks it. Yes, you're a moderator already, Bara. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see how much the ads can help us, but I'm gonna mute it. So, let's find the culprit here. And I stalked the other chat. What an asshole. Yes, yes, very much so. I mean, saying those type of things to a person are like, dude, what the hell is the matter with you? Because besides, you would think that only pretty women have pages like that, or only women with certain traits have pages like that or profiles like that, but not by any stretches of the imagination. I mean, it's not restricted to beauty, it's not restricted to anything for the matter. Only pretty women have pages like that, or only women with certain traits have pages like that or profiles like that. But let's see if those extra 10 are enough. And I think they are actually not. So midnighters, I think I'm actually gonna have to cut it short at this point because we don't have enough creatures to, or we don't have any more creatures to try to get energy from. And we do not have energy recharging points anymore either because I already used them. But as Bara says, with users like that, it's better to hide them, which I also did because they don't help for the channel. Fortunately, they are not the majority of the audience. And for that, and all your love from the last year and this year as well, Mrs. Midnight thanks you all. I wish everybody a super great weekend, the rest of it. For now, I gotta go, but Mrs. Midnight loves you, hopes to see you next time, which will be next Saturday. Thank you, Bara, for becoming a moderator, and Happy New Year, belated New Year to everyone.